M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So I got this hotspot from China and it works fine. I've got it on DMR, DSTAR and Fusion, but it hasn't got quite the versatility that you get with the pi0 system, because this one uses the OSTAR system. Now you can buy one that uses pi0 system, but it's about £40–50 more. This one was 120. I think the other one's about 160. Maybe you might find a better deal. So I thought it would be interesting just to open this up and have a look at how hard it would be to convert it. Now, it's almost like a sealed unit, so I need to be careful. I don't want to break it. It's got a nice chargy thing at the back here. I don't want to lose any of that, and I probably won't change it because I've got plenty of other hotspots here that I can tinker with. It's nice having one that's a bit different because the OSTAR system is different. So the first thing I was going to do was just have a look and just see how hard it is to open this up. Okay, so we are getting some joy. Not sure how clear you can see that. We've got a gap, managed to get a gap there, and then we've got this plastic spade, but we'll carefully and we're starting to reveal the sort of clips you can see. See them there? There, so what we need to do is keep them open and then try and work our way around. So we'll probably put in another one of these plastic budgery type items like so, and then we'll just sort of work our way around. So see that? So sort of levering it up without breaking it, hopefully, or cracking it. So that's the idea. Quite worrying, but yeah, we'll keep trying. Hopefully once it clips, it'll just come off easy. That's the idea. Ah, there it goes. I'm sort of a bit worried about near the button why it doesn't really want to come up, but you can see it's coming. We're just gonna put that in and twist. So it's a bit bendy, so I'm just a bit worried about that corner. So we'll gonna keep trying, see if I can get a bit further. So you can see it's starting to go there. There's lifting. Going to see it soon. And so you get the idea. You're clipping up and you've got these clips here. Okay, so we've got it up. We did actually do a tuck. We were levering a bit too hard on this side. Tiny little crack there, but oh well. So look, so it's coming apart now. As you can see, batteries, screen. I've got one of these screens. So I bought one separate. It seems to be working fine. But the next thing is to see how it all goes together. And the trick I would say is to not, causing a crack, is to clip it up around the edges evenly upwards. Rather than pulling it from one side like that, because that's probably what caused it to break. But anyway, so you've got a connector there for the screen here. You see, better turn the thing off. I think double click it should turn off. So it looks to me like that's the battery connector there. So that's the battery connector. And how hard that is to get out. That's your battery. And then your screen. Well, the screen connects in more than one place, I would say. This looks like it literally just will lift out. Looks like they've got some paper here on the on-off switch, they've put some paper. So it could have been making brilliant contact. So let's have a look at this board. See if we can get this board out here. Not sure what's holding this board in here. So the board is an N7688 board. I don't know the board, but that's what it is. The batteries, look, they just lift out. Look, there's your batteries. Just with a connector here. NCR 18650B. Now the board is glued to the bottom here. You have to undo that glue to get the board up. We've got the glue up, glue here, lifts, and we've unplugged the connector for the screen. So the whole thing now lifts out. This is what you're seeing. This is the hat. That's the hat. And the screen. And the USB part is here. So it's basically got two connectors. So the main thing is, if we take off the hat, does the screen, so this is the hat, this is the hat here, USB hat, that has got the connector for, I would say, the batteries. Let's have a look, check it out. And that's the connector for the screen. So the thing is, how do we connect the screen? Although the screen's soldered here. So the screen should work. So effectively, we might even be able to put a pi0 on there to test it. Bye for now. So the way it's assembled is you have the MMDVM hat here, facing down, glued to the front. Then you have this USB board here, like so. And the red pins sticking out there, get the power from this USB, which gives you that nice charging circuit. And if you look on the other side, the way that's been connected is they've soldered, look, a red and a black there, a plus and a minus here. Let's just zoom in on that. Not sure if you can see that. But they've soldered the plus and the minus there. So that takes the power for this board, to the hat. That powers the hat, okay, which comes from the charging USB circuit at the top. Then the batteries sit here, like so, and then the batteries send power up as well. The screen picture is soldered. If you look here, there's that. The screen information, get this up, is soldered here to these 4 pins here. You can see where it says RX, TX, ground and live. So basically here. So that's how it's all working. So to get a pi0 to do the job, so this is a pi0, you can plug the pi0 in like this, which we're going to do. It will work, but at the moment you can't power it until you've until the pi0 actually has power. pi0 needs power. Now to do that properly you need to solder here, and I don't really want to do that because I want to keep this as an OSTAR box, but I'm showing you how to do it. So I'm going to put it all together. You take this off, plug the pi0 in. With an SD card you have to reflash an SD card with pi0 and make sure pi0 has Wi-Fi, and then it should all work, and then we won't worry about the battery this right now. Let's get it working and see what happens. So we'll plug the pi0 in like so. We can get it in those holes. There's a bit of glue here. Get that pi0 in. Might have to clean out some of the glue from these holes. There's some glue here, might have to clean them out. Okay, so we've got the pi0 in there. There's the screen. There's the pi0. Now we might have to tell the pi0 to change selection in pi0 settings. I'll show you that as well. So that would go like that. So we put it in we put it in here like so. So it's a bit, there isn't much room for the SD card. See the SD card there? There isn't much room for that. You might have to cut a piece away so that the SD card doesn't get trapped. See that? So all we got to do now is get some power to the pi0 and see what happens. So let's just do that. Okay, so we've got some power. Going to connect it in now, like that. We're just going to, for now, just plug it straight into the USB on the pi0. That's not the way it will be if you do it permanently. You'll be soldering power. You'll be soldering these pins. You can see there. Onto the pi0, but I'm not going to do that. So let's just see if this fires up. And get the correct pins in the pi0. Right, so the screen's coming on. Now it should fire up. And then we'll go and look at the pi0 settings. Obviously the batteries are not connected, but we know how to connect them. That's straightforward. The batteries just go to the top there. So let that fire up. And then we're going to go to pi0 and tell it to use that screen. I'll show you the settings. So there you go, it's working fine.
And it stayed freezing for a week solid.
I didn't have to change the settings, but I will change them. I didn't have to. It worked straight away. So there's pi0, configuration, pi0 and Raspberry to log in. And then configuration, you've got modem next to you, and it's G4KLX, but the one that it should be is the L3, I believe. So if we apply, and if you're using a USB adapter, you just select USB, but modem's fine. So we'll apply that. So it's booting really fast because it's a pi0. Just wait for that next.
Yeah, we have one electric car and one gas car.
This on the screen, so the person talking appears on the screen. And it is showing the frequency as well.
We retired, we cut everything down.
This is D-Star. I'll show you inside again.
More house than what I need, but right now, I can't beat the price of everything that's here.
Now the USB, the power isn't connected because, well, we could plug it in. So if you want the battery plugs in here. Like so, and then the power plugs in here at the top. So there's your battery, like so. Now if you wanted the power to go here, just remove or get a 2-pin power thing. See the way it goes on the USB there? Just remove that and transfer it to your Raspberry Pi. And you would solder in the correct place there, plus and minus on the back of the Raspberry Pi. I'll just show you how quickly this boots up. So I've just plugged it in. There's the radio. Let's see how quickly this boots up using a pi0. Like I said, it's got an SD card image. It's got a pi0 image on there on the SD card. Just a normal Pi image. So we're doing this live to show how fast, how long it takes. Now if you have a pi0 version 2, it's going to boot up a lot quicker. There you go, back on now. So what, about 1 minute for a Pi? So in summary, you can convert. There's a small amount of soldering to do just for the power, but otherwise it can be done if you don't like the OSTAR system, and the OSTAR system is a bit clunky and doesn't have as many options. So bye for now, 7.3, all the best.